If you're searching for a powerful recip saw with virtually no kickback,
then don't go anywhere. This one's for you. This is the EXSA18V-32, our brand new EXPERT 18-volt cordless reciprocating saw. Ideal if you're into carpentry, maybe you're into foundation and stone, joiner, or maybe you're a roofer. Because of our wide range of reciprocating saw blades, particularly our EXPERT range that also has carbide technology, which is ideal for multi-material, say plastics and metal. In addition, it makes this an excellent saw for demolition work.
When it comes to the naming structure of this particular product, the EXSA18V-32, the EX means that this is an expert level product. The SA refers to the German translation for saber saw or recip saw. The 18V obviously refers to the fact that this is an 18-volt product. And the 32 refers to the stroke length. So you're really going to process through material very quickly with this particular machine. And all this adds up to a real powerful package with its brushless motor, pushing out 1,300 watts of corded equivalent power and 3,000 strokes per minute. And of course, if you want even more aggressive cuts, it's got that orbital function for you there as well.
So with a tool this powerful, it's always good to have some form of user protection. Like many machines that we've got in the professional range, we've got KickBack Control. However, this is the first reciprocating saw that has that feature. This is ideal for instances where maybe the blade might have caught in material and then you'll get a kickback reaction. Having KickBack Control activated on this machine helps reduces the potential for injury. It also helps prevent the damage of the blade in many cases.
This machine also has a feature called stop control, which means once you pass through the material and reach the other side, the machine will cut off, preventing any damage to anything beyond the material.
Now let's have a close look at the interface and I can show you a couple of things. First off, you can see here we have the kickback control button. The advantage here is if you do not wish to have kickback control activated, you simply press the button to switch that function off. The interface shows amber or yellow to show that the function is now disabled. If you were to remove the battery and to put it back on, the machine will automatically default kickback control back on. On the other side, pressing the mode button, we can simply switch on that stop control. If you don't want it on, you can simply cycle through the modes and switch that off as well. Finally, you have an additional mode here of the adaptive speed control, which is basically like a slow start for the machine, making it more accurate when starting cuts.
As you would expect, this machine comes with vibration control as well. So within the gearbox, we have the active vibration control by use of a counterweight, and on the rear handle here, we have the passive vibration control as we have a decoupled handle.
That's great, Dan. So keeping vibration low so you can work for longer and more comfortably. So in this demonstration, I've kindly offered to do the demonstration with kickback control on and off.
And we're going to be using this Progressor for metal blade. Now this is quite a thin blade, and the reason why we've chosen this is to help protect Chris when we come to demonstrating it with the kickback control switched off. First part of the demonstration here is going to be carried out with the kickback control switched on.
As you can see, when the blade pinches, the machine's kickback control activates and the interface now flashes red.
In this second test, we've switched the kickback control off.
As you can see, the machine continues to run and the blade now is completely broken. So as you saw in that demonstration, with the kickback control engaged, the machine simply switched off when the blade got pinched. However, with it deactivated, you saw a massive difference. We've got two examples here. You can see where the blade got bent, potentially meaning this blade is no longer any use. However, you can see in another example here where the blade is almost bent completely double and you can see it's broken off. The bit's still in the machine, isn't it, Danny?
Yes, you can see from the front of the machine here, it's actually snapped off flush with the tool holder. And this makes it an absolute nightmare to remove what's left of the actual blade from the machine. And the downtime that you could have from this, maybe even in worst case scenario, sending it away for repair, yeah, absolute nightmare.
So let's have a closer look at the machine in greater detail. The first thing I want to show you is the simple speed selection wheel on the front, easy to access when wearing gloves. If I show you the front of the machine, when the machine is activated, you can see there's a nice little LED on the front there. So when you're in dim or dark conditions, you can always see what you're working with. When it comes to blade change, we've made it, as always, as simple as ever. On the front, on this little red thing that we like to call the thumb wing, means you can tool-free change blades without any problems, especially when using gloves. Simply depress or rotate the wheel and place the blade in, give it a quick check to lock it in, and there you are. The actual red material here helps with the mitigation of heat buildup, and obviously when you're in application, the blade will warm or get quite hot to the touch. So again, to remove the blade, simply depress the thumb wing, and let the blade fall out.
Now, when it comes to ergonomics, the rear handle has been specifically designed to be held in different positions. So you've got the standard position here, and from an upper position, if you're working below the knee, you can easily access this switch, even to saw down basically to the ground. No exception with the front section of the machine as well. This has been designed to be held in many different aspects to allow you to utilise this machine in the toughest of positions.
When it comes to battery compatibility, as you can imagine, this machine is fully compatible with the entire range of professional 18-volt lithium-ion batteries. For this particular machine, we would always recommend running an EXPERT battery. In this particular case, to get the best balance between both performance and runtime, we would always run and recommend the EXPERT 8 amp hour battery. So in summary, we have superior power thanks to that 1300 watts of corded equivalent performance, 32mm stroke length, and 3000 SPM.
And the advanced protective features like kickback control, vibration control, and stop control.
And don't forget, thanks to kickback control, you save yourself the hassle and the cost of having to constantly replace bent and broken blades. If you like this video, and also in particular, if you really enjoyed the thumb wing, feel free to like and subscribe.
And leave your comments below.
Outtakes.
This is quite a thin blade, but the reason why we're doing this is to help prevent Chris when we switch the kickback off. Help prevent, did I say prevent Chris? Yes.
Help prevent.
Help prevent Chris, yeah. So, for this demo, we have...
I've waved my arm like an idiot.
Whoa. Okay, start again. I think I need to turn my brain off. First part of the demonstration here is going to be with the kickback control switched off. On. Damn it.
Teamwork.
Is that right?
And what we like to call the thumb wing.